Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Better Connecticut on your Tuesday afternoon. I'm Kara Sundlin.
I'm Joe Zone. I'm in for Scott today.
Yes, he's having a little time, well-deserved time off. We're so glad to have you back again, Joe. And the game did not go too late for you last night, so you're not very tired today.
Not too, nope. Okay. Happy to be here at any time of the day, whenever possible.
Lots of eventful things were happening last night, like football and President Trump leaving the hospital to return to the White House. A lot of people watching. It was certainly a made-for-TV moment as he re-entered the White House.
Actually, it's kind of interesting you mentioned that because it was going right up to kickoff time, and CBS had to sit there, and they didn't quite get the full reveal, I don't think, because it's 7 o'clock. You know, CBS Channel 3 went right to football. But
okay.
So we didn't get the whole story, but obviously the takeaway this morning is you know, that, you know, don't let COVID dominate your life was kind of what he said.
He did a very proud stance at the White House when he got up there, some fist pumping, took off his mask and did say, don't let it, you know, scare you and dominate your life. So lots of talking about that today, what that means. And of course, his doctor's saying that the president won't be out of the woods for sure. They want to make it through the weekend and see what happens. We'll have much more coming up in our news updates.
Right.
But this is breaking news that you need to know. If you are really missing the Big E cream puff or the eclair that is fall tradition around here, you can now get these treats and help feed those in need.
I do have a question, though. So what's the difference between a cream puff and an eclair? Just the shape?
Yeah, the eclair is like long and there's not quite as much cream in there.
Okay.
And the cream puff is cut in half and there's a lot more cream. But anyway, these are the Big E cream puffs and eclairs, and you're going to be able to have them at the Hebron Fairgrounds, but they're having these drive-through fair foods. So that is this coming weekend, Saturday, October 10th, Sunday, October 11th from 11 to 7. And you can drive through. I love the chocolate-covered eclair. That's my favorite.
See, I like the cream puffs a lot better.
I know that there's such tradition, but I need a little chocolate in my dessert. But they're both delicious, right? So, but you'll drive through, you'll get your sweet treat, and it goes to food share, which is so nice because there are so many people in the community still hurting.
And I did a story on how some of these fairs have tried to keep things going, you know, when you can't have crowds come in.
Yeah.
So what they do is you'll stay in your car.
Yeah.
Someone will come up to you.
Yeah.
Give you a menu. It's a paper menu. You pick out what you want. You pay for it right there. They don't want cash, only credit cards. And then you'll drive down and get your food. And that way they keep it socially distant.
Yeah.
They still get a way to make it happen.
Right, because so much about going to the fair is the food you eat, right? Instagram has now come out with something which I think is really good, especially if you're a parent of teens out there and you're worried about this. But it's making a change to address online bullying. It now announced that it's going to start automatically hiding potentially offensive comments. They're using artificial intelligence to kind of look out for those hateful words.
The only concern I have is that Instagram does not detect sarcasm. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very careful when I send out text and things, because sarcasm is a lot different than hate, though. You know, you could say the same exact thing, you know, you're a jerk to you're a jerk. It's the same sentence, but it means two different things depending on the way you say it. And so that's the only problem I have with them starting to just figure out what words you can use and words you can't use.
And I guess there is an option that you can unhide the comments if you want. But for some of these kids who, you know, all of a sudden something happens and moments later there's all this mean stuff and they don't know what to do and it's already gone out to the whole world, I think it's a nice fail-safe.
It's such a big, you know, concern, bullying, and there's so many different ways now with social media that it goes in, so I understand why they're trying to put it together.
And here's some happiness. Take a look. A Mailman has gone viral. He's an internet sensation now because he just decided to do a little dance, make someone laugh. He's doing the floss in the video doorbell, and he made the homeowner laugh, and now it's going everywhere. This is in Indiana.
The great thing
Terre Haute, Indiana.
Yeah, the great thing would be if he's doing that every place where there are no cameras. He's just showing up on everybody's doorstep and just dancing before he drops the mail off.
All right. So you know that we often spend a lot of money on our pets.
Wow.
Now we have it a little bit more quantified. Pet owners, they say, are sparing no expense. Men, I thought this was so interesting, men actually are more likely to throw a birthday party for their dog than a woman.
Yeah, I don't know of a single person in any circle of life that I've been in where any guy I know would do that, but...
But a lot of people say they drop at least $100 a month on their dogs.
Well, at our house, my daughter Gabby's cat, Bay, every day something comes in the mail, and it's for the cat.
Oh, she has a subscription service for the cat?
Yeah, she's just buying stuff. That cat has its own Facebook page, and she's just, really. And she's just, every day something comes in the mail, I think it's for her, and out comes another toy that I can't possibly use that gets stuck in the vacuum, and that it's just ridiculous.
We do, that's so funny. We do love our pets. I just had to replenish Angelo and Serafina's toys because so many of them had gone under the oven and other places I can't get them. I needed new ones. All right, so this is fun. This is called the Great Grass Race, and it happened this summer. Maybe you could do it again. The goal is you drive a lawnmower, folks, from Los Angeles to Tampa.
Wow.
And you just do it, they said they do it the hippie way. They just, no money, no food, no gas, just rely on the kindness of strangers.
Yeah, and think about that. So,
LA to Tampa.
Now, the good news is in a tank of gas, you can probably get there. But you're still, if you're doing it without money, and you've basically got to stop and knock on a door and say, I'm driving to Tampa on a lawnmower. If you get through that, and they don't slam on you, maybe you got a shot.
Well, someone who did it has something to say about it. Let's listen.
The catch was we had to do it like hippies or gypsies. We had no gas, no food, no money, no place to stay, nothing. So we had to rely on the good hearts of Americans to get us across the country from point A to point B.
Oh my gosh. Well, the next question, why do you want to do that? But hey, it's something to do. Hey, it's a boy. I love this story. Yeah. The National Zoo showed off the little giant panda cub who's not so giant right now. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And they did a gender reveal party for him. He's a boy.
You're doing it again. When you watched the video the first time, all I heard was, oh, and oh.
But how could you not? It's a wusha. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so cute. I want one.
It's very cute.
That's his dad, so they get big. And the vet says that this little cub appears strong and healthy. Zookeepers did the gender reveal with a painting, so they opened it up. Everyone got to see, and it's blue. So, and its mommy's good too. So you can watch on the zoo's giant panda cam. Oh, look at her! She loves her little baby.
They are. There's no question. They are so cute.
They're so adorable. Okay. So do you want your Gucci? There's a new way to shop for it. Maybe you want it on a budget. Sounds like it's going to be a little cheaper. So the fashion company is now joining forces with Real online. It's a consignment shop, and pre-owned Gucci items are going to be for sale. I know that you really are excited about this, Joe.
There's nothing more I want in my wardrobe than pre-owned stuff, believe me.
There might be some, the Gucci stuff is quite expensive, so maybe, and a lot of people like those, I see they're trending everywhere now, the big Gigi belts, so maybe you'll find one there. This is pretty interesting. Dolly Parton, she's having a bit of a moment, right? She's got her new Netflix show coming out, and now she reported to Page 6 of the New York Post, said that she just might pose for Playboy for her 75th birthday in January.
Well, I know she says she wants, maybe on the cover. I don't think she wants to do anything that would be.
She said only in good taste.
Too revealing, but she certainly, could fill up the cover of Playboy, which is, you want to have a nice cover shot, and she would be good on the cover. But I mean, 75, if you're going for it, go for it.
And of course, even when she was on the cover in 1978, they said she didn't do, there was no naked picture of her on the inside. But still, 75, and you celebrate by being on the cover of Playboy? Interesting. Let us know what you think. I mean, she looks like she could do it. According to Forbes, Sofia Vergara is now the world's highest paid actress, making $43 million this year.
I'm a huge fan of Modern Family, which is where, and before that, nobody ever heard of her.
Right. And she gets $500,000 an episode for that.
And then, so that's off, and now America's Got Talent, which is another show. You can tell I watch a lot of TV, which is another show I love, and I thought she was interesting on that show, but not great. But hey, if you can get it in your prime, get it.
Yeah, and she beat out Angelina Jolie, who came in second. But what I think is interesting, there's so much talk about women in Hollywood not making as much as men, and that's true. There really, have many stories where the women are not getting paid what they're worth in Hollywood. So I think it's nice to highlight that's a lot of money, but to show that some females are really raking it in, maybe that will help some of the other women get fair.
She's on the top of her game, and that's the time to get paid.